Angle, class, memory, survival guilt, the myth of forever. Everyone thinks Titanic is a love story. It's not. It's a story about who gets remembered and who gets left behind. Let's go deeper. Fact 1. The love story is a distraction. Jack and Rose feel central, but structurally, they are witnesses. The film's real subject is social hierarchy under pressure. When crisis hits, romance fades, class decides survival. Fact 2. The ship is a floating class system. The RMS Titanic isn't just a setting, it's architecture as ideology. Upper decks are luxury, light orchestras. Lower decks are machinery, confinement, and barriers. The iceberg doesn't create inequality, it exposes it. Fact 3. Women and children first was selective. The rule wasn't neutral. First-class women had dramatically higher survival rates than third-class passengers. Chivalry had conditions and wealth. Fact 4. Rose's survival is psychological, not just physical. Rose survives, but what she loses isn't just Jack. She loses her identity, her class, her imposed future. She doesn't just escape drowning, she escapes ownership. Fact 5. The necklace is a symbol of control. The heart of the ocean isn't romance, it's property. It represents possession, wealth, and male ownership. Rose throwing it into the ocean isn't nostalgia, it's rejection. Fact 6. Jack isn't a realistic character. Jack is almost too perfect. He's poor but confident, artistic but masculine, romantic but non-possessive. He isn't written as a person. He's written as possibility. Jack represents the life Rose could have, not necessarily a life that would last. Fact 7. Cal is not pure evil. He's structural power. Cal isn't a cartoon villain. He's entitlement embodied. He believes love is transaction, marriage is alliance, women are assets. He doesn't see himself as cruel, he sees himself as correct. That's more disturbing. Fact 8. The real antagonist is time. The iceberg hits late in the film, but tension builds long before. From the beginning, we know everyone here is doomed. The love story plays against inevitability. That's why it hurts. Hope is temporary. History is not. Fact 9. The film is told through survivor guilt. Old Rose narrates the story, which means we're watching memory. Memory edits. Memory romanticizes. Memory protects itself. Is Jack exactly how it happened, or how she needs it to have happened? Fact 10. The drawing scene is about identity, not seduction. Draw me like one of your French girls. It's not about nudity, it's about authorship. For the first time, Rose chooses how she is seen, not as fiancée, not as daughter, not as property, as herself. Fact 11. The band playing isn't sentimental. The musicians continuing to play isn't just emotional manipulation, it's ritual, order in the face of chaos. They aren't calming passengers, they're preserving dignity. In disaster, performance becomes control. Fact 12. Denial is more powerful than fear. Early in the sinking, passengers finish dinner, laugh, return to cabins. The ship was called unsinkable. That belief delays survival. The real danger isn't panic, it's disbelief. Fact 13. Panic is stratified by class. When chaos finally erupts, first class hesitates. Third class fights barriers. Crew struggles with authority. Even fear follows social lines. Privilege delays urgency. Confinement accelerates it. Fact 14. The door debate misses the point.
Could Jack have fit? Maybe, but the scene isn't about space. It's about sacrifice. If both climb on, both risk slipping. Rose survives because someone stops fighting for himself. The film isn't testing physics, it's testing devotion. Fact 15. Water is the great equalizer, but only at the end. As the ship tilts vertically, class dissolves. Millionaires cling to rails. Workers pray beside aristocrats. Gravity removes hierarchy, but only after hierarchy determined who got lifeboats. Equality arrives too late.
Fact 16. Rose keeps Jack alive through story. Jack dies in the Atlantic, but he survives in narrative. Old Rose doesn't tell a maritime tragedy. She tells a love story. That choice reshapes history. The ship becomes backdrop. The memory becomes monument. Fact 17. The necklace was never about wealth. The heart of the ocean symbolizes possession. When Rose throws it back into the sea, she rejects capital, ownership, and the idea that her life can be archived. She keeps the memory. She discards the object. Fact 18. The final heaven scene is ambiguous. When elderly Rose returns to the grand staircase, is she dead? Dreaming? Remembering? The film never confirms. But notice, everyone applauding is frozen in youth. It's not an afterlife. It's idealized memory. Time doesn't heal. It edits. Fact 19. Jack represents a version of Rose, not just a lover. Jack is freedom, risk, creative identity. He isn't just a romantic partner. He's the catalyst for self-authorship. When he dies, Rose keeps the part of herself he awakened. That's why she survives fully. Fact 20. The real question isn't, why didn't Jack get on the door? The real question is, why does this story endure? Because it isn't about a ship. It's about choosing your identity, escaping structures that confine you, and deciding what part of your life defines you. Rose chooses one summer, one person, one act of defiance, and builds her entire myth around it. The true message of Titanic. It isn't just love, it's survival guilt, it's class exposure, it's memory rewriting tragedy into meaning. The ship sinks, but the story floats.